everyone, my name is Jenny. I am going to be documenting my prep. I'm going to be competing in 2 bodybuilding shows this season. First one is going to be the Empire Classic, where I'm planning on doing bikini, and that one is in 9 weeks. And then I'm going to also be competing in the Emerald Cup in Seattle. That one's in 11 weeks. And for that show, I'm going to be doing fit model. I competed 3 years ago in bikini, but I took a really long off season because I got off stage and I was like, man, I really need to grow. So I was like, okay, scratch that, build. So I literally built solid for 3 years. So I'm really excited to see the improvements that I've made. I know that I've made improvements. I can see it. I can measure it. So I know I've made improvements. But I still think that I fit better in the fit model division. I'm kind of struggling though with the thought of doing fit model because there's only been 2 shows so far that have fit model. There was one today actually that was the Legends Classic in, where's that one at? California, Vegas, somewhere, I don't know. And I watched it and I was like, man, there's nobody competing in it. The classes in bikini were really small too, but the classes in fit model were even smaller. And I just don't want to compete against nobody. And so the Emerald Cup is a really a pretty big show. It's a pro-am, so there's a lot of competitors that show up. And I feel like competing in fit model there'll be competitors that are it'll be more challenging. And I want it to be more challenging. But I have this fear that if I compete in fit model in the more local show, that there won't be anybody else. And I'm trying to still wrap my head around if I should go fit model there too, or if I should do bikini. Part of me wants to get just as lean, if not leaner than I was last time, and have some comparison there. So I think for just purposes of comparing apples to apples, I want to do bikini for at least one show. But I feel like I still don't have the shoulder roundness. I don't think I would be competitive at the national level in bikini. However, in fit model, I think I would be. I still think I would like to grow into bikini because I love the look of it. And so it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Anyways, enough of that. I'm going to be showing you what I am meal prepping. I really need to go shopping for vegetables. I have currently 1 zucchini and a bag of shredded lettuce. So honestly though, my meals in prep are pretty, honestly, not just in prep, but all the time. My meals are pretty boring. So whatever, it is what it is. So I'm going to be doing some ground turkey. I have 96 for ground chicken. I thought it was turkey, it's chicken. And I'm going to be putting in some zucchini, kind of making little taco bowls. Carb will probably be either rice, because I did get some really delicious looking cilantro rice. I'll grab it. Let's see. So this one it's cilantro lime rice. It's already cooked. And it looked good. It looked really good. Obviously, making my own rice isn't challenging, but I saw this and I was like, meh, why not? Another thing I found this week that I've really been enjoying is this edamame mung bean fettuccine. And I have been cooking some of these noodles and then putting in some zoodles, zucchini noodles, in it for a little just more veggies and volume. And they're actually not bad. Do they taste like pasta? Not really. Are they good? Yeah, they're good. And plus the box tab opens really cool. And it shuts really nicely. They were not cheap though. I think this box was $6. So there's that. In a serving that's 190 calories, there's 24 grams of protein, 21 carb, and 3.5 fat. So pretty good macros, especially if you compare it to regular pasta, which has let's do that comparison because it's interesting. Both of them are 56 gram servings. For both of them, let's see if I can show you. 200 calories, 190 calories. They're really not a huge difference there. Fat, less here, 1 gram, 3.5 grams here. But carbs here are 42 and 7 grams of protein as opposed to 24 grams of protein. So just all in all, better, like really better macros when you're trying to hit a nice protein target. In fact, there have been a couple of meals where I have put these in and I hit over 30 grams of protein. So I was like, well, I don't need to add any actual physical chicken or turkey or whatever. So love this option. Anyways, so I've got those. I'm going to be making my taco bowls though. I'll show you that. My dog is, what the hell? What are you doing, Ellie? Something on your butt? What are you doing? Hi, sweet girl. What? You want some food? I'm going to be honest, this doesn't smell bad at all. What's in this? What are the macros on this? It actually smells good. That's disgusting to say. I can't believe I just said that out loud. But there's like real chunks of egg in here. It smells great. The other one though, this one does not smell great. I'm not gonna put my face in it. Okay, back to the chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna do all of it because it needs to be cooked by Monday. And I need it all anyways, so we're gonna just go for it. I am gonna season this with some taco seasoning. Boom, dollar store. So I got that at the dollar store. I actually got this rice at the dollar store too. I like just going down the dollar store aisle and seeing what I can find. Because usually like seasonings and like random stuff like this, kind of good finds. Okay, so while this cooks, I am gonna make myself a pot of coffee. Oh, I'll show you this. This is hilarious, and I'll tell you a funny story. This is my cabinet that's filled with all of my like prep morning cardio, fasted cardio stuff. Coffee, Vasoburn, which I've been putting on my glutes and my legs, but I'm gonna tell you a funny story. And then I've been using L-tyrosine and euhimbine, which this is literally making me crazy, but it's fine. I started with just 5 milligrams. That was enough. That plus a bit of coffee. I was like, oh my God. I'm now up to 10 milligrams and it's giving me that same, oh my God feeling, but I'm not quite dying anymore. But this, I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's whatever. My coach told me to get it. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. But I didn't really like understand the severity of the directions. You know how when it's like, apply a dime-sized amount of conditioner and rub that in your hair. I'm like, no. 7 pumps later. So I did the same thing with this. It says on the back, it says, apply a dime-size amount to desired area. So I start applying it like lotion, right? Doesn't burn like while I'm putting it on because it feels nice and cool when I'm putting it on. Well, fast forward 75 seconds and my skin is burning. I don't know how many pumps it was. It was probably like 3 on each glute, plus another 2 on each leg. Like, I'm like, let's just have at it. Let's just kill this fat that's just wanting to hang out on my ass. Don't do that. Don't. You'll die. So I'm dancing around my kitchen for like 15 minutes. This was at night. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I need to get this stuff off. But after a little while, I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like, I'm good. It feels nice and warm and in prep. I'm cold, constantly cold. So I'm like, okay, this is nice. I can just feel like this burning sensation is warmth. And I'm like going to put it in my brain like this is just warm and I'm warm and how lucky that I'm warm. So I'm all right. Then I'm like, you know what? This is still on me. I don't want this to be, this was like an hour later. I did a little more, I just got into some steps. So I didn't really try to get my heart rate too high, but I just needed to get to my 12,000 steps. And it was fine. But then I'm like, I need to get this off before I go to bed. So I'm like, bath, right? Perfect. Let's take a bath. Don't take a bath. Because then it's warm and it opens up your pores again. So then I'm dying. And now not only am I feeling it where I applied it, but I'm feeling it down my legs and up my back where the water, like it soaked into the water and then got on the water and then got on the rest of my skin. So now I'm really worse. Like it's worse than it was initially because my body was warm. So I put on my sweatpants because I didn't want to get like wet, and I literally went out and laid in the snow. There's no longer an indent where my body, there's a little bit of an indent where my body was. But if you look out the window, there's a small little imprint where my body was because I was laying in the snow trying to like surely Googling, can this cause like actual burns? Like because yeah, it was really bad. So anyways, I went to bed really feeling it. It was not a smart. A shower would have been a better idea, a much, much better idea, because I could have turned down the temperature and it probably would have felt nice, but I don't really like taking showers. I don't like being like wet. I don't like having wet hair. So I just didn't want to sleep wet. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just put my hair up and take a bath. Anyways, one pump feels nice and warm. 17 pumps, or probably 12. Probably 12 is what I used. And if you've ever used this before, you know. Also, whenever I first put it on, I got it on my ass crack, which that's a really bad place to get it. So keep away from butts, in between your butt. Don't put it in your eyeballs. You'll go blind. One pump, just one. Chicken is looking good. I'm gonna put in my zucchini next. Like I said, I only have one zucchini left, so we're gonna throw it in there. And it's a small zucchini, unfortunately. It's okay. I don't really feel like using a knife. I'm just gonna use my little grater, and I'm gonna kind of just grate it in. I've been dieting with what are these called? Those quotation marks. I've been dieting since the end of the summer. Over the summer, I got to my highest weight at 162. Damn it. And I looked so cute at 162. Just squishy and round and big old glutes. And I loved that look. There were days, of course, where I felt like pretty chunky there. But really, in all reality, it was cute. My husband likes a little extra to grab, if you know what I mean. So everybody was happy. I'm gonna add some more seasoning. So I've been dieting since then, but of course that was over the summer and I didn't really feel great in a bikini, and it was 3 years of an off season, 3 years of intentionally gaining weight, 3 years of being consistent. There were some times during that 3 years where my health wasn't perfect. And so I've been working with a hormone specialist in my area to get everything in line. God, I need to tell you the story of my thyroid. Maybe not today. But anyways, I don't have a thyroid any longer. I had Graves' disease, long story short. Had to get my thyroid removed because it was affecting my eyes, and using the radioactive iodine. If you're familiar with Graves' disease whatsoever, radioactive iodine is another option, but because it had affected my eyes, that wasn't going to be a good option for me. So I had it removed surgically, been on thyroid hormone for about almost 10 years now. Actually, probably 10 years, because my son is 11 on Monday, and it happened probably about a year. I don't know. Something like that. I don't remember. Anyways, so we've been working on getting my hormones corrected, and she has been fabulous in helping me to achieve just like overall health. There were some health phases throughout that where I felt like I needed to take a break from tracking because it was kind of becoming all-consuming for me, and it wasn't serving me at the time. So I did not lose a bunch of weight or gain a bunch of weight when I didn't track because I'd spent so long tracking. I kind of knew what foods I needed to be able to hit a protein goal. So I can tell you with complete certainty, there was not a day that passed where I did not hit my protein target, regardless of tracking or not. I know that the last 3 years of my off season have been extremely solid, and I'm super proud of my progress, even amidst those health issues. So I don't remember exactly where I was going with that, but there you go. That's a little background on me and my health. I mean, that looks pretty decent. Okay, so we're gonna turn that off, let that cool a bit. Once it's cool, I know that there was 2 pounds of chicken and 1 small zucchini. So I'm gonna track this. I will just create a recipe and I will put it across. I'll probably eat this twice a day this will probably last me like 4 days. I usually will have this once or twice a day. All right, oh yes. While I'm waiting for my chicken to cool, I will tell you what I was trying to tell you a minute ago, and I couldn't remember what it was. I had gotten up to 162. I was not feeling great in a bikini, and I was ready to start dieting. And I knew I've been like wanting for the last 3 years since I stepped off stage last time. I was like, you know what? I was 32 at the time. I want to take until I'm 35 and build, and then I'll be able to compete in masters. I knew I had a lot to lose, like probably like 30 pounds, a little more. And so I thought, let's start now. So I just started cutting little by little. I lost about 10 pounds from the end of the summer just through like December. And that was fine. I wasn't going for anything quick. I knew that I wasn't quite ready to start prep and I didn't want to go too aggressive. I just was like, let's just take our time here. December, I got a little bit more serious, lost another 5 pounds or so. And then was at a good place to start prep. We started at like 148, I believe, and I'm currently 134 and a half. So that's a huge drop pretty quickly. It's been about 1.5 pounds a week or something like that. So things have been moving great. Cardio is at 25 minutes a day, and it's just like incline walking, heart rate about 125. And I did no cardio in the off season, like none. I think I went on a stair stepper like 10. No, because I did do some stair stepper over the summer. That was I probably did that like 4 times. And then I didn't do any cardio over the summer. Over the whole off season, I did no cardio. I don't like cardio. I do have a really high step count though, but I'm a personal trainer. I'm on my feet all day long, teaching classes, training clients, all of it. So I'm on my feet all day. So my step count's always really high, which means my calories are pretty decent right now. I think I'm just at about 1620. So it's not horrible. Am I hungry? Yeah. Am I thinking about food all the time? Yeah. Yeah. Am I hungry after I eat? Yeah. But that's prep, and that challenge is one thing that I love about bodybuilding. I just love bodybuilding because I love being able to see what my body can do. Like a lot of people talk about their why, like what's your reason for competing? For me, my reason for competing is because I love challenging myself. I love seeing what the body can do and is capable of. I love like uncovering what I have built. Like, yes, do I want to win this show? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I want to win? Hands down. Do I want to walk away with an overall? 1,000,000%. But this whole sport is like you versus you. And so whether I place or I don't place or I win the overall, like I'm going to be able to see the progress that I've made in the last 3 years. And that's what excites me the most. Okay, back to cooking. So here I am entering in all of the ingredients into Macro Factor. This is the app that I use to track all of my food. I'm creating a recipe here, entering in all the ingredients, and I see how much protein there is. So then I'm headed over to my calculator to divide the amount of protein by 30 so that I can get a serving. That will give me about 30 grams of protein. So I decided to cut these into 6 servings. And I got to name the recipe, but my nail broke, and so I'm typing everything wrong. So now I have my recipe done. I can add that to my day. It's got 32 grams of protein, 8 fat, and 13 carb. I get these from the dollar store. I like them because they are inexpensive enough that if I accidentally leave them in my car, I can just toss it. So that's what I'm going to do. I got my food scale here. I'm going to use my food scale to make sure that each one is about the same. And then I'm going to decide what else to add to it, if anything. So here we go. So as I begin, I'm just going to place one on. I am going to zero that out. I am going to start. I'm honestly just going to do this and like separate it out with my eyeballs. and then I will make adjustments so that the weight is the same. So this one's gonna probably need some more. Boom. If it's not like perfect, we will live, because I'm eating all of this. So if one day it's like 10 calories more than the other day, it really won't make a deal because I'm tracking it the same every day and I'm eating all of it. So there we go. I'm gonna weigh the whole bag. Hey Siri, what's 254 divided by 6? 42 grams. The answer is approximately 42.3333. Thank you, Siri. 42.3333. Now I have to decide if I want it on the side or on top. Okay, so here are my 6 meals. This looks delicious. This is like 280 calories, I think, 32 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, and like 13 carbs or something. Not a ton of carbs. I'm going to add in some shredded lettuce. I'm just going to split this bag. I hate it. It is it makes me more annoying when my husband opens bags like this and just takes stuff out and then puts it in the fridge like this. Like when you open a bag, you cut it off the top and then you can fold it back like this. No, but it's all right because I am going to use the whole thing. So anyways, I'm just going to split it up on top of each one. Sauces. I don't have a ton of salsas in the fridge right now, but I have a little bit of this one, so I'm going to just finish that one off onto these. And then I found these cuties on sale at Walmart. This one's green sauce. This one's Thai sweet chili sauce. I bet either of these would be good. This one, neither of them are super spicy, so that's nice. I haven't actually, maybe I've used that one. I don't remember using it. This one I haven't used yet. That smells really good, but it doesn't smell like it would be good on this. So that one's the Thai sweet chili. This one, this green sauce though, this will be good. So I'll put this one on. They come in these cute little containers. I love having little containers like this in my car. So that's why I got these to kind of put in my car, but then I brought them in the house because they look good. There we go. So there's 6 meals. Done. There's a ladder in my house because when I'm on prep, I paint things. Last prep, I painted this wall, that wall, all that down the stairs. I painted that. And then I lost steam right there. Right there. So I was like, So this prep, I have painted this wall, which, oh my God, how cute is this? It looks like a little Instagram house. I love it. I'm going to get some curtains to go there. And I'm actually thinking of like an orangey brown. I think that would look really pretty, like drapey, heavy, maybe like velvet-ish. Chic, gorgeous. Levi was out of school sick all last week, so I had to cancel all of my classes and all of my clients. Half my clients were sick too, though, so it really kind of worked out. So I painted everything. I also painted the bathroom, and I cleaned my husband's office, put up curtains, lights. So if you need some encouragement, meal planning and prepping, this is your go-to. Go do it, because how long did that take me? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes? I don't know, however long this video is. And now I'm set up for 3 days and I don't even have to think about it. It's already tracked. Like I can literally copy and paste that meal. I don't have to worry about tracking it. I could just grab it from the fridge and go. So if you think meal prep takes a long time, rethink that, because that took, say it took 40 minutes to make 6 meals. That broke it down by meal. Maybe they take like 6 minutes a meal. That's less than it's going to take you to go to the store, to go to the coffee shop and grab a sandwich. It's so much less time. So another video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I have for breakfast, because I have it for breakfast every day. It's like French toast, but really more it's like a bread omelet because it's more egg than bread. But I've actually started, this is going to sound so weird, but I've started blending the bread. And I actually like it because it's more like cakey throughout the whole thing. I've tried just adding flour to the egg and it's not the same. Having like the fresh homemade sourdough, because I do make sourdough, which we'll do a video on that too. Having the fresh homemade sourdough kind of like in it makes it delicious. So it looks like a big giant pancake and it's to die for. And I have that every day for breakfast. So I'll show you guys that. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. See you guys.